Play music. So, well, I can't say that it's been a long time or a little while this time because it's only been, what, a couple of days, has it? Wait, when did I make my last video? I made it last week, so we'll say maybe a week total. So I'm trying to get better on the videos or whatever. But I haven't thought of a title. I'll probably title this video when I review it because I'm not sure what I want to, excuse me, what all I'm going to cover until I start talking, you know? So I guess we're going to touch on not conference, 5, 6, 7, 8, confidence. I was a little iffy on this topic because I know I tend to, we all have issues from time to time, but this one in particular kind of gets me from time to time, but I decided to cover it anyway. Now, in talking about confidence, I want to say, first of all, there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. I don't have to go into the description because you should, if you're able to navigate YouTube to get to my video link, you should know what this means. I know they are irrelevant to each other, but I'm down, it's not my job. So anyway, I want to say, I guess I might title this a push you may need. Where I get my confidence from is from different aspects. Some days I'll wake up and the gates to heaven will be there and, well, bam, I'll feel like it's going to be a good day, and like Nappy Roots said, it's going to be a good day, and I'm going to live my life like it's golden, just like Jill Scott. So, I mean, some days it's just like, okay, it's going to be a lovely day like Bill Withers said. But then other days it's just like, I just don't have the energy or whatever to push on and keep doing what it is I need to get done and all of these other things. So it's just like, I have to find some outside way to raise my confidence level, even if it's just for that day, and then after that day it goes back to its normal level. This past weekend was a trying time for me. I'll say it like that. It didn't surprise me at all, but it was a big disappointment, and I hate wasting my time, but that's a whole nother story that I'm not going to share. Well, I don't think I'm going to share with YouTube. But anyway, I turned my disappointment and my the fact that the issues I was having with wasting all that time, I found a way to, I don't know, transform that into pushing myself, which maybe I'll title this a push you may need, because you have to find like ways to push yourself if you're just using up all the resources you've got. I try and turn my negative circumstances into a way to push myself. When this incident happened, and all of you that know me know what this is. When this incident happened, I found a way to push myself through my classes, my education and training classes, and my ENT training classes, and help push me through getting through the different things I was going through. So that was a push right there. And then what I dealt with this past weekend, like I told you all, I'm not feeling too good about this whole college thing in terms of my African American Studies class, because he's doing the most. But prior to, I didn't feel like I was gonna be able to make it. But now that I got the push I used was the incident this past weekend, like I said. Now I have about 15 pages due on 3 different research topics that I have to find at least 6, 12, 18, at least 18 as a minimum different outside resources, and I can't use the internet as one. So I have to get these papers done. And when this past weekend happened, I was just like, I was upset, of course, initially, and I was disappointed. But Monday, when I say I pulled shit together and typed a whole essay when I got home, researched everything, went to the library, did some shit. First of all, I typed the whole essay on one book. So I went to the library today and found 5 more to complete the minimum requirement of resources that I needed. First paper is done. The book that we're reading, The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration of blah, whatever. I'll talk about the book in another video. We'll do a book review. but I'm pushing myself to read that book. I'm trying to have that book done by Sunday so I can write that paper, the critique for that book that Monday. And then the following Monday, I plan to have the next research done so I can write the third paper that I need to write for this class. And I'm basing this all of this past weekend. And the fact that it seems like certain things just don't seem to go. Like, the place that I'm in my life, I feel like I don't deserve to be there. And not that I'm saying I'm better than this, that, or the other, but it's just like, you know how you feel you've done so much, or this is when you give credit to yourself, like you feel like you've done things enough where you should be somewhere, I'm not going to say necessarily better, but in a different place, in a different setting. That's how I feel. So I'm taking everything that's going on, I look at it as like, I try and be optimistic about it, like one day it'll come when everything will fall into place in each different aspect, and I'll have all the things that not all the things, but a lot of the things that I've wanted, along with the necessities. So it'll just be a joint effort. I'm looking at it like one day my time will come. So that's what I have to keep telling myself, because me and my mom had a very interesting talk about all of this, either Monday or Sunday, about everything. And it was just like, well, you got to find a way to push yourself. But I guess, and enough of talking about me, what I'm trying to say to you, or whoever's doing this video, when you're going through something that seems to be like an issue in your life, like it's something negative that may have happened to you, or something you found out, or something that just wasn't pleasing, turn that negative into a push for yourself, to push your confidence level to know that you're gonna do better next time. You're gonna get a better grade. This is gonna work out next time. You're gonna know what to do here. Instead of sitting here sulking and beating yourself up, trying to figure out this, that, and the other, use that as a boost to push your own confidence. And know, if you know that you did the best that you can with whatever it is, know that that's enough. Know that you gave it your all. Now, if you didn't give it your all, that's on you. But if you gave it your best shot, and for some reason it just wasn't good enough, accept that. I'm saying it like it's just gonna happen like that. No, once you get, over the initial reaction, accept it, push yourself to know that you gave it your best shot. Don't knock yourself about it, because you presented yourself as a whole. And if it wasn't good enough, well, you keep on moving. Use that as confidence to know, well, I gotta focus on this, or I'm gonna take this disappointment and whatever I got from this part of my life and put it towards improving this part. Just like with this past weekend, I'm taking parts of I almost gave too much information away. I'm taking parts of that part of my life and putting it towards education. And I'm not gonna say I've seen my grades and they're all A's, but it's pushing me to get work done, and that was my goal. So to close the confidence thing, use the negative to boost your confidence to create more positive somewhere else. That's all. Moving right along. Like I told you in the last video, I had a presentation. I gotta get used to saying that. Performance is like school. Presentation is more of an adult thing. At RVA, on my volunteer agency that I work for, on male survivors, I made the time 20 minutes either exactly, or I went a couple of minutes over. I honestly didn't think I was going to make the time when, I guess you'd call it, my boss or my supervisor put up the 5-minute sign. It was like, thank the heavens, I'm almost done. But when it felt good to be in the educator role versus being the student, and me being 18 in college, and I'm here educating some of these people that are out of college. Some of them are maybe 30 or 40 or whatever, whoever's taking this class, and I'm educating them. That felt so exhilarating. And once again, I put what happened over this past weekend towards that performance. Had it done, I went over it at least 20 times in my head, at least 20 times out loud, at least 15 times in front of a mirror, and about 10 times in front of my mama, which is the only audience that I had at the time, because all of the other people I needed to talk to were in school at the time. But from what I'm told, I did really good, and I was the talk of the town that Tuesday, the Tuesday of this week, following Monday. They just couldn't get over the performance I did. I'm going to be on the roster from now on for future presentations. I'm going to get it together. Presentations on male survivors. And I might try and diversify and start doing more out of my advocacy manual and, improving myself. But me being the only male that was in my training class, they have me on male survivors, and I like it because it's unlike a female presenting on male survivors. Not that I talk from experience regarding this topic, but as far as like emotions go, I'll probably be able to relate quicker than any female can, so I can understand and appreciate that they put me on male survivors instead of viewing it as a sexist thing, which it's not. So, and overall, I did really good. I'm looking forward to my next presentations. I'm looking forward to their role plays, which is going to be hilarious. If I can, I might record some of it, but I don't think I can. But of course, I'll come and tell you about it. I was going to touch on school. How much time we got? I can touch on school for a couple of minutes. School, like I said, I'm pushing myself, and the work I'm doing, I haven't seen it reflect in my grades, but I'm getting things accomplished as opposed to just sitting here and feeling like I can't do it. So I'm doing something. I'm putting in an effort, and I'm giving it all I have instead of just saying fuck it and giving up. So that's an accomplishment for me. Once again, I'm boosting my confidence I boost my confidence with everything, and not I'm boosting my confidence to think I'm better than something. Once again, no, that's not the case. I'm boosting my confidence where if something bad has happened, I'm boosting my confidence to get stuff done. And as I'm getting stuff done, accomplished, that's a confidence boost right there. So that's 2. I'm boosting my confidence then to know, well, shoot, you got them things out the way, go ahead and knock out the rest. It's not going to be nothing. So I'm just like, yes, there's another confidence boost. So I'm just like, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm back to, over this past week, I've been, going through, no, you don't know. Some people know that I've been going through it. And, just a little bit, because Edward doesn't go through it a lot. And I'm not trying to, whatever. I don't have to explain myself. People say I tend to heal over things quicker than others, so I'm putting that towards my advantage, I guess. But as of right now, I'm at 85% efficiency, and I think 90 is the highest level that I'll reach for a little while. But I'll be back at 100 by Christmas, so it is what it is. You go through things in life for a reason. That's what I'm trying to believe, and they're going to open a door for something else. Everyone has made mistakes in their life. When you choose to make that mistake, as opposed to making it unintentionally, that's your choice and you must live with it. Moving right along. Apparently, come to find out, somebody named Albertina Walker, I believe that's her name, she's a gospel singer, died recently, and her funeral is at this church a couple of blocks down the street, basically. I don't have the time to show y'all. But I'm hoping, because I live on like the borderline between civil obedience and violent disobedience. I'm trying to put it nicely, but basically, I live on borderline between the hood and the rest of society. Not that I'm saying that, you know what, fuck it. We ain't got to cover all that. Y'all get the point. But I'm hoping that they at least act orderly for this funeral. They have a couple of police trucks up there, so they're directing traffic and whatever. And so I'm hoping the funeral is moving along peacefully, and she's able to rest in peace, and people are able to grieve properly. So on that note, I guess I want to close this video off by saying, if you're going through something in life, push yourself by allowing that to push you. Instead of allowing that occurrence to push your emotions, your negative thoughts, your pessimistic outlook, and your potentially harmful views on the future, use that to push your confidence, whether it be school, work, friendships, whether you're volunteering, whether it's just something you need for you. Boost yourself through that negative experience, because through that negative experience, it empowers you. And when I say empowers you, you know how you'll get mad or upset. Use that anger and use the power from that anger and the upsettingness, new word, to put towards what you need to get accomplished or what you want to improve or one of your goals. Go for that. Don't sit and sulk. Use the time that you have, accept the situation, grieve over the situation, accept the situation, use the situation to better yourself, not just move on. Use the situation to move on, to help you move on and move up and better and over and out. So on that note, it's been real, and now it's really over. Goodbye.